Hi guys, good day. My name is Charlene Labiton. So for the first part of this video, I will going to show to you guys on how to log in or time in and register to our online attendance application. This is only for the Comtech students. So also, this is our front page. You can see below the date and the running time, or which is the Philippine Standard Time. And then you can see between the two, which is the teacher and the students. If you are a student, then you can click this one. And then you can time in. So this is the content of this time in form. So first, if I were a student, then I can type my student number. And then next, below, you can see select PC number. So if you are using the laptops, then you can choose laptop. And if your PC number was 1, 2, or 3, then you can type these 3 choices. But if not, you can choose more, so that you can type, like for example, you assign for the 18 PC, like that, then you can type it. And then the below, you can see the subjects that you can tackle that day. So like for example, I can choose MPT 152. That's our majors. And then for the teachers, you can choose the teachers if who's the teacher was teaching that major or that subject that day. Then like for example, for me, I choose Mr. Gillian because he's our professor in MPT 152. And for the select room number, you can see we have 2 choices for the room, which is room TB 201 and then room TB 202. That's the room that where our lab was located. And then we have flexible learning hub, and then we have other. So if you can choose the other, it says that the room was transferred to the other building, like that. And then if not, then you can choose the present room that where your lab was located, like that. So for me, I choose TB 201, and then I can time in. And then if I can finish this course that day, then I can time out. So I can time out. So to time out, you can also type your the same student number. So I can time out myself. So I can time out successfully. So for the next, if I were a teacher, so I can type my credentials, which is my username. Like for example, and then so I can log in. So I can see the teacher dashboard. So this is the looks of our teacher's dashboard. You can see for the first box, which is the register as students. So here's the content of the student registration form, and then student information. So this is my student information, like what I type. Then teacher's information, my teacher that day. and then the attendance record. So this is attendance record. My student number, first name, then PC number that I can choose, the teacher, the subject, the room, the time in and time out, and the date. So this is the first part of this video. So for the second part of this video, my partner will show to you the next part or second part of this video. So thank you.
Hello everyone, and today I'm going to explain to you the different functions of this online attendance. So earlier my partner explained that this interface of this online attendance. So now let's dive deeper. So first we go on to the teacher login. I'm going to enter the teacher's credentials. And then so now we're on the dashboard of the teacher. So here the teacher can register a student. For example, I put in here is student number and then the first name and the last name of that student. So let's just this one here, the teacher information. There's only 2 here, but we can also add more teachers. I will explain that to you later. And here on the student information, these are the students that are currently in the database. So here, from here we can add the student. For example, let's type in a student number, then their first name, and then their last name. So it will be successfully registered, and it will also add it in here. So there is it. And again, if we registered a student number with the same which is already registered here, it will also detect that by doing this example. So let's just try mine. So like that, and then if we click submit, it will says that this student number is already registered, as you can see right here. Okay. So now on the teacher information, like I said, I will explain this a bit later. And then on the attendance record, so here on the attendance record we see all the records of students. We can see the record of students, their PC number, or if they used a laptop, their current teacher at that day, the subject, their room number, the time where they attended in, their time for their time out, and then their date. So now let's just go on to the administrator account. So let's just click on here, this admin button right here. We can type in the admin account, admin credentials, and as you can see, it's just like before, but we can also register a teacher right now. So for example, let's type in a teacher ID number, their username, their password, their title, which can be like that, or maybe engineer, their first name, and then their last name. So let's just try so as you can see, there's only 2 teachers right now, so we can just type in, we can just add in. So something like this. So here we can just click submit, and it will say that it is successfully registered, as you can see here in the teacher information. In here as well, we can also edit the details by clicking these edit buttons here. So for example, I want to change the username of this teacher. So let's type in edit and change the username. For example, something like that. And then as well, in order to save this, we should re-enter the password, or so let's type in the password, and then the title, if you want to change it like that, and then click update. Successfully updated. And then if we go back, the username was changed, and that's it. We can also change the other details as well. We can also delete the teacher here in case they're retired or moved to different college, so it will not interfere with our system. So we can just click remove, and it says it was successfully deleted. As you can see here, it's been removed. And then now on this attendance record, I explained to you that it will show all the details, all the records here. And then if we click here on print, there is this interface where we can print based on the day, if it is a student or teacher, according to a student or a teacher, something like that, or the time period. It's maybe 8 to 11 or 2 to 5, or all the records. So let's just refresh for a bit, and then so now you can go back here. So for example, we forgot to change these options right here, and click export. It will just print out all the records from. So just go back, and for now let's and then if we go to print and then choose a specific date, for example June 5, because that's what we have right at the moment, and we click export and did not change these two options, click export, it will only shows all the dates from all the records from that specific date. So we have here 4 records as you can see. So if we go back here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's this one is June 2, so it did not print out. So let's test it one more time. For example, we choose teacher, and then enter the teacher name, for example something like this, and we forgot the time period. You can also export it, and it shows only 2 records from this teacher from this specific date that was specified before. So just like that. Then if we go back, and then if we click the time period, for example, let's select 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. And then the teacher option, type in the name of the teacher and export. Now it was only 1 because the other one was on different time period. So, and then there's one last more. If we want to specifically know the attendance of the specific student, so we can just go in, type in all records of that student, put in the student, for example, let's use my student number. So just like this, it will show nothing as it doesn't have a record from that date. So if we go back, let's just refresh it, then go to attendance record. So as you can see, I selected June 5, but there's one available, but it's from June 2. So if you want all records from, if we don't know the date, you can just not edit the date, type in the student number, and then click export, and it will only show that specific student with that student number. So that's it for this online attendance record system that we created. Thank you for watching.